Let's get it. Raymond's podcast, we back.
What's up?
Holiday episode.
What's up? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's and all that.
Happy Kwanzaa.
What's good, y'all?
How you ain't gonna shout out?
What's going on, baby? Why is it that us niggas believe we
Happy
can
holidays.
Emoji. Great Minds Podcast.
overlook red flags for so long and still think the outcome is going to be something we want to deal with?
I'll pop that over.
Go ahead, brother.
For me personally, you know what I'm saying? There was a time in my life where the red flags weren't as significant because I believed in some forms I was a walking red flag. So a red flag and a red flag make a bigger red flag.
That nigga said I wasn't hiding my child from the
So-
world. I was hiding the world from my
Nah,
child.
but for real, sometimes you just realize like sometimes it be looking significant, but it's really not that serious if you could just deal with it. You gotta just make a choice. If you gonna deal with it or not. Is it worth whatever you staying
Do the
for?
pros outweigh the cons in this
Yeah.
situation? That's true. They're
So-
slightly crazy. I'm not talking about
Me looking at myself, I'm like, that's not that crazy compared to myself, or that is crazy, but you know what? You ain't seen nothing yet as far as me, so I'm gonna hold it down.
that's when you were younger.
Yeah, that's when I was young.
From your current state and your current level of
My
maturity.
current state, I'm not dealing with no red flags.
So we share the same sentiment.
Until that
in
bitch
regard.
kick rocks, suck a dick.
Hey,
Straight
yo.
like that. Yo,
Tell baby, take me out to dinner.
Hey,
Bing bong.
no red flags.
Why would you overlook a red flag?
So I put the ring on.
That's the question.
Um,
Why would you overlook a red flag?
I mean,
Yeah,
touch
why
on
would
that.
you? Why would
That's
you?
one of the.
Yeah, we could go
For
deeper
pussy,
than that. Why would you?
money, power, respect.
It's the
Cause
key
you're
to
an
that.
idiot.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
lot
the
of
one.
reason
It'd
to
be
overlook a
idiotic
red
shit
flag.
Sometimes. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Fuck it, I'm laying the plane here. Sometimes the pussy be so good you might overlook a red flag, but if you overlook it, it might cost you later.
That's facts.
And in addition to that, niggas can sit here and act like we don't got emotions. We all got emotions. So when your emotions get in play, sometimes, not everybody, shit, not even me, but sometimes your emotions will supersede your logic, and that'll fuck you up in the long run. When dealing, you like, you know what? She only acting crazy because she really cared about me. But you know what? I kind of made her a little crazy because I was out here doing this, X, Y, and Z. And you start getting to justifying shit. Now, do women be crazy in your personal experience, or do we make them crazy?
They start crazy. They father make them crazy. They was born. Their mom was crazy. Possibly. You know, life makes you crazy, but you should be
COVID makes you
able
crazy.
to elevate, come above that. Like,
I think it's
you
the
gotta mature
conjunction.
at some point.
I think it's a conjunction. One thing I realized in hindsight was I was a wild nigga coming up. You know what I'm saying? So some things
Wild
I had,
how?
some
Elaborate.
I was,
Nah, stop
elaborate.
broad brushing
Hold on.
shit, nigga.
I was a wild
Unpack
nigga, meaning
shit.
that what I consider just casual talking, somebody considered as an intimate conversation. So, and your personality will be so captivating to somebody, they may feel stronger than you. So I literally had a situation where somebody was telling me about somebody and how they like felt so strongly about disliking me, and I don't even remember talking to this person. You know what I'm saying? The personality was so kept. You never know who rubbed the wrong way or just something simple.
And a lot of
You know what
times
I'm saying?
people don't express how they feel in the current moment. Like I've had conversations and situations where, you know, women I've dealt with in the past, they'll tell me how they feel about a situation. I'll be like, yo, but that wasn't it at all. Like, that was your perception of it. And I get it, like, you feel that way, not to invalidate how you feel, but that wasn't the reality of the situation at all. Like, this is what was going on. When you said that, I said this, and this was my actions behind this. They be like, oh, I didn't even know that. But a lot of times that should just be communication, and that shit come out later on. So, but don't give me get to talking to my toxic.
Now let's hop on the toxic back. When is it time to tell a bitch to shut the fuck up? Like, when do you realize that like we're not on the same page communication wise? I feel like I'm talking actual, you're talking at me, but we're not hearing.
When the conversation is going in circles and it's not benefiting anyone. When you just talking to talk and you want the last word in the situation, if we not looking to improve the silence, why we talking right now?
It's
you just want, you want to hit me with the guilt trip. Oh, you want to hit with this. You want to hit with that. Sometimes, and it be us niggas too, sometimes everybody got to know when to shut the fuck up.
Actually,
Like, I done landed this point. Now we're not even arguing about what the initial conversation was no more. We over here talking about salmon. When we should have been talking about steak, but now we in the salmon bag, we talking about salmon. Like, leave that shit the fuck alone. Why are we over here right now? It ain't even salmon day for dinner. Like, we in the steak day. Like, what's going on?
I think you gotta acknowledge whatever the other person's saying, and then you can be like, shut the fuck up, I get it. It's over. I don't got time for this shit. Like, I'm not an arguer. I don't have time to be arguing, thinking of shit. I get mad, aggravated. Can't even talk when I'm really mad. So I ain't got time for this shit. So, I mean, my shut the fuck up come very quick. It's very nice. It's nicer than that. I don't say shut the fuck up. I just walk away and stop.
I'm just using layman terms to get to the point.
Yeah. We're not really out here saying shut the fuck up. I mean,
said it.
Sometimes you need to say shut the fuck up to really understand how
in this
how
raw
serious
form, that's
you
what
are.
it means.
But you still gotta say it with respect.
Yeah,
Even if that don't make no sense, you still gotta say it with respect.
I feel like sometimes your significant other hits you with the relationship version of a professional email and worded different, but they really mean shut the fuck up. So I'm just gonna take the
That's
filter
if they're
off.
respectful, and that's a certain level of maturity shown by your significant other. Because sometimes women will tell you, shut the fuck up. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. Shut the fuck up. What? I'm good. No, we not doing this. I talk to you. Like, but sometimes you gotta sift through that bullshit and decipher what it is that y'all actually having a miscommunication about. Because a lot of times, if niggas leave their ego at the door, if women leave their ego at the door, we could reach a resolution about a lot of shit. But soon as ego is involved, regret comes to the party. Because both of you gonna regret what the fuck y'all discussing, talking about, arguing about, whatever it is. Because now the initial issue at hand isn't even the subject matter in which you're fucking arguing about.
Yeah, but ego shouldn't have no place
In a relationship.
For a relationship.
Egos?
Yeah.
No, you're right. In an
Because you
ideal
gotta-
situation, but it
you
do
gotta-
sometimes.
You gotta check that shit. Like, are we
Early
adults
and
or we
often.
children? If you're an adult, then real men don't deal with egos. Don't have egos. Humble yourself.
Come on.
Humble yourself.
Because
young
we all
Skywalker.
speaking from our higher selves, but everybody got a certain level of ego. You see,
You can tone that shit down.
yeah, you gotta tone it down.
Yeah, so it doesn't happen. So everybody don't got an ego.
Everybody does have ego to a certain extent, but it's just the way in which it comes through in relationships. So that's where we land in this conversation. But
That's why you got up in toxic situations.
it's not
Fucking
about
with the
caught.
ego.
I'm not speaking on my personal shit. I'm speaking on ego personally. It don't matter if it's men or women. When A is the issue, and then B and C is the variables in it, and the ego get involved for B and C, A no longer is the issue. It's B and C having the issues with each other's ego, instead of getting back to, what was our fundamental issue at hand? So I agree with you. There shouldn't be no ego in the fucking relationship whatsoever. If y'all comfortable, y'all love each other, and y'all both building towards the future, you should both leave that shit on the wayside and keep trying to work.
But in reality, that's
That's
bullshit
not-
when
that's
the
a
love
utopia.
get involved, because everything that you address that's an issue, which is significant other, they take as a personal attack
Or a
rather
stab.
than you feel like you're trying to better them by giving them the truth. And I feel like most of the time, my personal experience in the encounters dealing with other people trying to understand love, they just feel like it's a personal attack. They be like, what? Why you pointing that out? And then they start pointing out shit, what about this nigga? Oh, now that's a problem? I never heard of that before I told you what the fuck was wrong with you. Now you got some shit I never heard of to
Yeah, you
combat
gotta
it?
keep something in the stash full clip. Yeah.
You can get the chop in his favor, bitch.
Is that not ego? Hold on. I got a call. Yes, the Get Indicted hotline.
That's everybody tonight.
This episode's called Get Indicted.
Yeah, it's the Get
We're gonna
Indicted
keep it
episode.
real. And what I'm saying, bitch, I'm talking to the lower self. Not generalizing with females, so don't get that twisted. You're talking about the evil Knievel bitches.
I mean, ego is not just relationships.
Not the queens.
With two people. Everything has an ego in it, right? Like, it's not just in relationships. Work, fucking business, school.
Fuck all that. Let's get into some craziness. When did you know, even if the situation wasn't toxic, right? I mean, it had to be toxic to a certain extent. But when did you know you needed to exit stage left of a situation, whether it be toxic or not? When did you know in your own personal history of relationships that, you know what, yeah, I might like this chick, but I need to leave her the fuck alone? Because either she not bringing out the best in me, or we just not giving each other our best foot forward, whatever the case may be. When did you know? And it's got to be with somebody that you actually liked, like that you was really feeling, that you love. Let's say you even fucking loved them, but you knew, you know what, I really got to exit stage left.
He threw chicken bones on my car. In my car with a bike.
Wait, was the bitch in the voodoo?
That's the same bitch with the bras?
With the bras and pennies. She just took everything out of the car.
Clothesline the shit out of me to get in my own crib.
Yeah, she was a psychopath. She was definitely a psychopath.
No comment.
You know what I mean? It was a setup. But that's specific. Normally, I don't got that much patience, so you know what I mean?
This is where we need a lawyer, because I don't know what I could mention and not mention.
All DVs up.
Yeah, somebody wake D Wiles up, nigga. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna go upstairs. But
I knew I had to exit stage left in a particular relationship in my past when God blessed me with a glitch in a public computer. My shorty had used the computer and signed out, but the glitch kept us signed in. So
I mean, but you got text savvy. You sure you didn't bypass it?
No, I didn't.
You hacked this shit.
I didn't. Word of my mother, it was the grace of God. I put my library shit in, but her shit's still open. And I go through her emails, I'm seeing pictures of her sending
Oh, this back in the day.
panties and bras to a nigga.
Saying that what?
Panty pics.
Yeah, panties and bra pics to a nigga, like posing sexy. But I'm looking at the
Wait,
dates and I'm
hold
like,
on. Let me
we
ask you real
together.
quick. Is this the MySpace era? Is that time frame?
Yeah,
Or this is
definitely
like
MySpace.
the
MySpace. This is MySpace.
The Great Minds podcast.
Yeah, but when I
Uh-oh.
saw the email pics leaking, I said, "Oh, this bitch is crazy." Then she tried to cry to me and explain like it wasn't what I thought.
Like you didn't
Like
see
I
it
ain't
with
just
your
seen
own
it.
eyes.
Tell them what the question is.
I said,
What
"Bitch,
question?
you must
When did
got
you
me
know-
fucked up."
What was the question?
When did you know it was time to exit stage left with a specific person? You're like, you was like, she not the one for me.
Now, my man been in a dub. He been in a
I'm not
relationship
gonna
for a dub, right?
This nigga,
A
you
dog.
getting, like
So you might have to go back to elementary school.
Middle school.
this nigga been in the
Nigga
longest
said 20
relationship
20
I think I know other than my parents and my grandparents. I'm not gonna hold you. That's commendable.
Can you think that far?
Round of applause.
Nah.
Man. We're gonna give him a round of applause for that. 'Cause that shit is impressive. In today's modern
That's
age,
different.
and you know what it is too?
That's that forever
I'm
shit.
gonna hit him with some Nori shit. I'm gonna give him his flowers real quick. Society, and from a generational standpoint, it has changed so much over time. So to have your woman with you and to be so centered, not to go with the current wave of everything that's going on.
Thottiness.
Yeah,
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Body,
Where the thotty activities is
I still say
celebrated.
thot trap.
What they not gonna tell you is 10 years from now, when all that thotty shit is gone, and your body done betrayed you. Now you out here trying to find love, but niggas don't want love with high mileage and all this extracurricular shit. This the get indicted episode, right? This the get indicted episode, right?
How you gonna
I'm
assume
With
she
that
got
lawyer-
high
that lawyer
mileage?
Harvey.
Yeah.
Because if she
You
engaged.
niggas is still wife Lori Harvey right now. She can pull up right now.
Lori,
right
I'm
today.
just waiting. A nigga, the shot clock is on till she break that nigga Michael B. Jordan hard. Mark my words. Remember I said that shit in this episode. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
Pop up with the
she
R&B
knew
sensation.
first off, and she had the wherewithal and the sound mind. And I love me some Lori Harvey. She was outside a little too much. I don't know if
Shorty
an older
dated 3
female.
niggas, 4
hold on,
Was he
niggas.
outside too much, or do we see it because it's media?
Exactly.
That would be regular relationships.
I
Going
mean,
in
nah,
between.
she-
So that's a regular joint in the
how many-
hood. You just
She
know.
dated Puff and her son.
She was outside too much, nigga.
Don't.
Don't. Yeah.
Fuck with
But it's double standard.
That's
Nah,
no
fuck
white
with
for
her.
me,
It's
double standard.
Double
But
standard.
listen, she was
Because
only
if we was
on
out
no
about
side.
40
She
bodies.
was on now.
Niggas got 40 bodies out here,
Yeah.
still
40
counting.
bodies. Ain't, no, I'm sorry.
Still counting.
She said,
And
oh,
then,
man.
I didn't say
Hey,
me. I didn't say me.
snipes?
I said
Snipe, yeah,
I'm top
yeah, some
5.
snipes out there.
Top
And,
5.
hold on. Let me say this.
Top 5 snipers in the
Stop
dog.
assuming because you see an individual deal with certain women that that's all they've dealt with. Like,
What?
crazy. Like, you think
No. I mean, what you mean by that? You gotta judge a book
Simple.
by its cover. You can't be. I'm not trying to be between the lines. No, I say you fuck with a whole bunch of drug dealers, bitch. You after my money. I'm not fucking with you, bitch. You get McDonald's. I'm not taking you nowhere. I'm not fucking with you. You fucking with the niggas who got
They
the
gonna
bag
drag
and gonna
niggas.
spend it on you. I'm a 9 to 5 nigga. I'm not spending the 5 on a Birkin. Go fuck with them niggas.
the scammers, swiper, no swiping.
Yeah, nah, you gotta treat them how they treat themselves. You can't be. If I see you fuck with nothing with a certain type of nigga who just fuck bitches, you are a hoe in my eyes. I'm not trying to get to know you. I'm just looking at how you treat yourself. I know the caliber of niggas you fuck with. You are in that box. Now, if you come up to me later and we build a rapport, then I see new layers. That's cool.
Well,
but,
hold up, though.
but at first
Where's
glance,
what's-
you in that box.
Where
Get
is the part where elevation comes from?
Not everybody.
You wasn't
do
always
it.
a 9 to 5. You wasn't always gonna take
I
her to
was always
McDonald's.
For taxpayer
You know what I mean?
purposes.
Well, yeah, he had a job, but you know what I mean? Like, you see the bread. You see the bread
If this shit
And
pop up
as
as our
a,
court cases, nigga.
as a means to an
It's like,
end.
we like
So
Exhibit A.
you utilize the finances to finance the lifestyle. And Shorty came with the lifestyle. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
alright, boom. So even when
She come with the lifestyle.
Even when
Bad
I'm-
bitch ain't nothing but
Even
a
when
bill.
I was trying to make ends meet by any means necessary, the caliber woman I was dealing with was more of a rider than a spender.
She was there for.
It
That
was
don't
a
mean
builder,
nothing.
she was there.
She was just there for the
I'm talking
ride.
about the specific. Yeah, that's true.
The money is the
The
ride.
lifestyle is a ride. Even if it ain't
Exactly.
the money, it's the
Now-
rapport to stand next
Yeah.
to a nigga. Just like
Exactly.
that.
Now let me ask this because
Oh, you paper shorty? Let her in.
Oh man,
that doesn't happen.
you,
plenty of
you personalized it, huh? Paper
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
time. Now
That
We
has
got-
cachet.
we got to an interesting point, but we kind of got away from where I was trying to take it right then and there. Nah, because I was saying to Jay like how being with me over the years, and she done been able to like circumvent all the bullshit that been going on over the
Ain't
years.
nobody got time
I want
for
to
that.
ask
No,
you.
Will.
Nah,
Nobody got
for real,
time
real
for
shit. Hold on, let me
folio.
land this shit.
You want
I
to
want-
bring
hold
her
on.
down?
Ain't
Ain't
nobody
nobody got
got
time
this
for the
shit.
folio.
I want to make
Bang.
like, how would
Bang.
you suggest someone having that much longevity in a relationship in modern relationships?
And they done made a pot about you in marriage, you know?
See like that right there with freestyle,
You
nigga?
hear this shit?
They need to have podcast awards for these questions.
Wait, say that again?
All right, so
Yeah, the nigga give you a 9-minute question.
shut
that
the fuck up. What would you suggest to somebody looking for a long-term relationships in terms of longevity? Like,
Alright, so first, you gotta find your best friend in there.
You
In
write
there
this shit down real quick.
Before, y'all gotta be friends before.
record.
Y'all gotta be best friends before y'all even, that's
Yeah.
first. And understanding, communication, trust.
Trust. That nigga said the
Now,
T word.
if y'all don't know,
Oh,
50% of the Great Minds podcast is either engaged or married. So, we got vast
I
perspectives
got
going
3
on
wives,
over here.
man. I'm living
This
75%
nigga over here looking like, what's that nigga name?
I'm living the brother polite life.
Yeah, brother polite. That's
I'm living the brother
that
polite
nigga trying to hit me in the inbox talking about some cryptocurrency. I said,
No,
if
I was
you don't stop
fake nigga
using
guy.
this nigga account,
Yo, how's that sunset?
What's that?
I'm the play.
Oh man, amazing, man. I'm supposed to go fuck with Shorty. Nah, it's all
yeah. So hold on, hello, I got a call. 1-800 get indicted hollering. Yeah, no.
Vibe. I was on that plane a
Come
couple
get 'em.
days ago. It's just a vibe when that sunset in the high in the sky. Got that good wine
Shit,
rolling.
crazy now.
Shorty behind me. I had the back
Nigga,
shorty behind me.
I remember you
I
was
had
afraid of
shorty
planes,
behind me,
nigga.
man. Just saying.
This nigga used to be afraid of planes.
Bang,
Get back to the
bang.
question.
I was too.
Until you start riding them. And then
Shit.
shit is
It took
wild.
like
Nah,
50
I-
flights. Nigga, took lots for a day.
Yeah, nigga.
21st birthday, I took the train all the way down to Florida. I was not flying. Worst mistake of my life.
2
Shorty
days?
was like, you know we flying back, right? I said, oh shit.
Nigga said, ah. Hit that first. And then
She
you
tried
start
to talk to
floating.
me. Don't talk to me.
Don't touch me.
I
Don't
was
talk
like
to me.
this.
Shit terrible. A little turbulent.
Now?
Yo.
Shit, you can't take me off.
But yeah,
Word.
I fly from
Go
New York
right
to
to
New York.
You know what
Hard.
the key is too? I mean, I don't know. Y'all niggas full drunk?
Yeah.
Flying drunk is where it's at, nigga.
That's all I do. Tell them niggas for 2 drinks. As soon as they come by, let me get 2 drinks.
Shit, I'm drunk when I show up to the airport mostly. But
You got what was your dominant question?
it's keys to longevity in a modern relationship. You got some tips for the people?
Me? Hell no, I got no modern relationships, nigga. I'm my life. What are you talking about?
I didn't say that. Fuck you talk. You gonna stop talking to me like that, though. This nigga.
I'm a bachelor, no
I would say
another one too
don't pay
is
attention. Oh, my fault.
no, no, go ahead. I was gonna say another one too is always have time for each other.
Ooh, that is key.
Oh, work 40 hours a week, 50, 60. Do laundry, deal with the kids at grocery shop. Yeah, we
I would say don't pay attention to what society is doing, man. Figure out what y'all need to do between
So
each
social
I
other.
hear you on that, but how you gonna
That.
tell somebody that in modern society?
So don't watch them
I
fake
should know.
relationships
No
on
such thing,
social
man.
media.
What you mean by modern society? I know when I
This
walk
is
out the door,
this is
shit
modern
the
society
same.
in which we're living.
And you get all that information from social media, but when I walk around, everybody got the same mindset. It's what they portraying and putting out there. So whatever you grew up with, whatever your goals is, nigga, stick to that. Fuck
Right.
what modern society is talking about.
I agree
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
I completely agree with you. Niggas is in their bag today. You know why?
Fucking
It's 2 in the
engage.
morning.
Me engaging my shorty.
Almost.
Me engaging my shorty is not the norm in today's society because niggas got so many questions. Like either you want a wife, you want a partner, or you don't. You want to run around, you want to do you, then do you.
No.
Make the choice.
I
nigga.
want to do me until I get a wife and find it. But while doing me, I'm searching for a wife.
You know what the key is too, though. And I mean, this gonna sound crazy, but in the same breath, like I've noticed a lot of people saying, especially people in long-term relationships, is like, yo, finding your wife as a wife, like she not looking to be
Yeah,
out
still
there
other
running
nigga
around.
wives is the only way to do it.
Just
Facts.
What is that?
Still other niggas wives is the
Yeah.
only way to find a
this
wife.
guy.
Listen,
Go ahead, finish your point so I
No
can get to
comment.
hitting other niggas wives. This is the Get Indicted hotline.
now we get into the hit.
That's your man Flossy B. 1-800 Get Indicted. Go ahead, you finish your point. So yeah, so
I'm
let's
good
talk
with
about married, engaged,
Sidebar.
in relationship women
Married women, stay out of my
and
inbox.
men who
Thank you.
are willing to go outside of their relationship to have a little fun. Now, oh, y'all don't want to talk. Now we
Nah, I'm here with
now
you.
we pop.
I'm here with you.
Potted.
Now we
I
potted.
just wanna know
So,
where you
Nigga
going.
sound like Buddy when he said that. Now we potted.
I'm saying, do you think it's right or wrong,
The fucking niggas, right?
or do you think, or fuck, pause, vice versa? However,
For a nigga to,
anybody in a
for
relationship,
husband?
for you to step outside of your relationship, is that okay? And did the partner play a part in to make you step out? Not you specifically, but you know.
Ain't nobody make you play a part in nothing. We all grown and we all.
I
So you think people step
if
out?
y'all
just
got an
for
open
the hell of it?
relationship,
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
fine.
open relationship. I'm talking about.
If your bitch getting on your motherfucking nerves and you
But what's
step
the-
out and pop on
That's the question.
a married chick, that's what you're saying? Essentially.
But okay, run with that.
Nah, go ahead.
Now, what did
I
you
just-
say?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I said, is it okay? And does a man or does a partner play a position or part of you stepping out of the relationship?
No.
It's not okay, and it's
So you're
No, no.
You're
What I'm
unhappy,
saying is,
that's
what if
the
your
first
partner
a
play
partner
the-
does not play a part because once you realize you're not compatible with that partner,
It should
you
be
can
over.
make the choice to say,
one.
"Dip."
Yeah, this ain't working.
If you unhappy,
But
you
hold
can't
on,
go
hold on.
find happiness in
That
it.
can still be your
it's not
motivation.
straight. You know it's always not that easy. You know that. We all.
What you mean?
You say, yo, you can make that choice, you can dip, this, that, and the third. It's not that easy for everybody. Meaning, Y'all might have finances intertwined. Y'all might have businesses intertwined. Y'all might live together. Your finances might not be right for you to just up and leave because the bitch making you unhappy or because the nigga getting on your
Separate. That's what a separation.
What I'm speaking from is a place
saying
of
if you're
wisdom.
married.
Yeah.
Ooh, a place
It's
of
easy.
wisdom. How you gonna stun on me?
It's-
Yeah, stun on God. It's a
nutmeg
God.
Who needs
you're-
nutmeg now?
Yeah, you can fuck that bitch and get your temporary happiness. But when your significant other found you fucking that bitch, it's gonna be a lot worse than you making that harder choice to just split.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot harder once you get caught and you gotta deal with that wrath of a scorned female, which is like no other. So you gotta make a choice.
This nigga.
If
all
you
I see is
unhappy,
hellfire
you
and
going dip.
brimstone. Somebody pass the collection.
If you wanna
plate.
live that
This
life,
nigga
know what
cooking.
come with it.
This nigga cooking. Pass the collection plate.
Is you fucking or you cuffing? You gotta make a choice.
Well,
Is you with
what if I'm
Thanksgiving
doing a
or
hokey pokey? What if I want to fuck a little bit because she extra nasty, but then she cooking rubbing
But
nigga
you
back
got
the right
somebody
way?
that's worth what you mean?
I mean, maybe she not worth all that, but maybe she fuck extra nasty how I like, and maybe she cook my pancakes with the crispy edges with the banana
But
pancakes
what's her
how I
problem?
like.
What's her problem?
She might be for the streets. I ain't looking to wife, but I might be looking to, you know, get
Then
right
you fuck
with her.
around and catch something, and then what?
Yeah.
That's why you say strapped up and tell them don't act up. But they ain't never here nor there. But
Like condoms don't pop?
well, see,
You ever had a condom pop on you?
I have.
Yes.
That shit is
Don't
scary
answer
shit
that
in life.
question. That's something.
No,
That's
nah, let's get into that. This is the Get Indicted episode. This is the wildest
You gotta
episode.
keep it real for this young men watching this right now who need to have
That's
this.
exactly.
You gotta have
We
this
are talking
conversation.
to the
Keep it
young
real.
niggas right now. Speak
Keep
to
it
the
real.
younger you.
So when you hear
Didn't
us
nobody
talk
tell me
about
how it is when a condom pop. I had to find out
when you hear
that
us
shit
talk
on
about
my
our
own.
fiancés and our wife, we don't want you to make you think that these niggas is holier than now. You
What about
understand
girlfriends?
the mind state that we came from.
Plural.
What about women you love to
Nah,
death
go,
that
go,
you
go,
don't
go,
deal
go,
with
go,
no more?
go, go. Y'all gotta pick a point, because y'all jumping.
Yeah, we said that's what happened when we freestyle. This is the freestyle episode.
So, what was the point?
But I'm here for it.
What about women? What?
What about
Nah, I think we should
stepping
talk to the
outside
young
their
boys.
relationships? Would you forgive a person?
That's women's
The
business.
next
I can't
question.
even talk about
Would
it.
you forgive the person if they stepped out, but you know you had something to do with it? You motivated them. Forgive and forget. Are you willing to do that?
Is there really such thing as forget? Though?
Now this is the part in
There's
Best Man when they
forgiveness, but
sitting
they're
at
not
the table,
forgetting.
and Terrence Howard's talking that shit to Morris Chestnut about his wife stepping out. He's like, she never would. Could you forgive and forget? That's what he asked him. He said, yeah, but she would never do that. I'll start with you. And you don't gotta answer this if y'all want to get indicted. Not even get indicted. You don't want to think of the thought. You see they got quiet. My question is getting
Nah,
quiet,
we ain't get
you know?
fired. Let's get it.
Yo.
I'm right here, nigga. I don't duck nothing.
What Kevin Gates said? He said, I don't own it.
You don't own it. I was saying this in the post. I was like, family, if she gonna step out and do you dirty, young man, understand that is her pussy. She gonna do what she wanna do with it. You can feel a way about it, or you can chalk it up to the game.
So you're not gonna forget?
hold on. No.
Ask me.
No, I'm gonna get there.
So this is what I was trying to explain to a nigga, right? I was in the barbershop getting my hair cut, right? The nigga told the story, right? So the nigga said, yo, I know a nigga, right? Who
And then started talking
been
about
been with this bitch for 10 years. This specific day, you know, she just came from the club, whatever. You know, they took a little nap. He woke up and was feeling frisky, started caressing her, went to go eat the box. As he was eating it,
She grabbed him.
the nigga pulled out a condom.
What friend say?
As he was eating it.
Oh.
What friend say about
Someone
Max?
please
You found a
call
condom in it and you still hit it?
So the first thought, I was like, yo, so if you pull out a condom, the nut is in there as well. That means she violated. But
You
he
know
went,
she should've
he's
stopped
still
that
with this
nigga.
shorty to this day.
Nah, he's a sucker for love.
Sucker for love. Sucker for love. That's
So it's like-
disgusting. And on behalf of all men, that nigga should step off a bridge. You know what?
What was the point? So you saying that was okay?
He felt it was okay. He felt like it was enough to forgive.
Brother Baines?
I
What do you
admittedly
feel?
said, I'm going to jail.
I don't know about going to jail. That
If
nigga
I'm
can have
listen,
her,
you gotta listen to the you gotta I look at the wider spectrum. You eat in the box and you pull out a condom. That mean that nigga just fucked and just busted. And you eat in the box. She not dignity to take a shower. So you
How he
basically
ain't taste the spermicide of lube is what the real
he
question.
did taste it. He just didn't taste it, but he tasted it. That's an automatic. I'm going to jail.
Cameraman,
Passionate crime.
I'm gonna need y'all to.
I hope I beat the case. If not,
You were not beating that case as
I
a
ain't gonna
black
front. I
man
had
in
a shorty.
America.
We was like broke up. I'm hitting it. I know what my pussy feel like.
Said that shit like Dick Craig. I know you believe that shit for your high school sweetheart.
It had been tampered with. The product has been tampered with.
Sidebar, ladies,
What?
fellas do realize when your pussy been tampered with.
It
Y'all
been
can sit here and
tampered
try to
with.
act like it's
So-
not. But go ahead.
I still kept hitting, but the funny shit is in my mind. I'm thinking
That
like,
makes sense.
yo, somebody was in my pussy. Then, as I'm thinking this to myself, why she say it's tight, right? I'm like, this bitch must have read my mind. Hell no, bitch. You
That's the
loosey goosey.
intuition.
You loosey goosey as a motherfucker in the school. You're not really in a relationship.
Can you be with a woman who smokes cigarettes?
Catwoman, right? Smoke cigarettes.
Try
That
licking
woman
the ashtray.
is my main joint I used to hit right after I would be done dealing with a chick. Now, I hate cigarettes. I hate the smell. I smoke hookah all day. It doesn't bother me. I smell
That ain't
cigarettes.
nothing but
I start
cigarettes
smoking.
with
I hate
cologne.
cigarettes.
Fuck it, so it stink. But I still be fucking with her. So I ain't gonna say I could never do it, but
No, I'm talking about dating.
like
Like,
wifey
yeah,
with a
like,
crib,
yeah.
nah. You mix the shit, the smell of shit and cigarettes is
Disgusting.
disturbing.
Disgusting.
Word. Word. So nah, I probably couldn't do it, but I smoke hookah, so who am I to judge?
I couldn't do it.
I know that hookah ain't nothing but.
That Newport smell is different.
It's a-
Y'all both smokers, you get really stuff. Man, somebody who used to smoke and stopped
Said that hookah
smoking,
ain't nothing but cigarettes with a little cologne.
that shit that shit smell crazy. On
That's
your
what it
person,
is.
on your breath, hold that down, bitch.
That shit come out your pores. It's like licking an ashtray.
Answer the question.
Answer which question?
Can you deal with the shit you
Don't
smoke?
get that nigga no more grand food.
Ain't nothing about them grand crew, nigga. You answered it, you landed it, we all
We
agreed.
answered it. You know,
Hey,
so
you
said
did.
no.
You answered
Alright.
it for the crew.
Next
Nah.
subject.
I said it's like licking an ashtray. That's a no. I don't need to elaborate on that
Some
shit.
niggas like the taste.
Alright,
I'm
so
good on that.
being that
She
50%,
can smoke bud though.
50%
Oh,
of
yeah,
this
that's-
podcast is tied down. What
Why y'all
would y'all?
keep-
What
wait,
would
whoa,
y'all
whoa, whoa,
need?
whoa, whoa.
What
Why
would
you
y'all
keep
need to
dismissing
see?
my relationships?
What?
Because you're not currently locked
I'm
down.
in 4 relationships. Nigga, I'm more locked down than all of y'all combined.
I'm going to the bathroom on that note.
4 relationships. I'm gonna combine them all.
So you a polygamist?
Yes.
That's what you okay. So how do you make that work?
Everybody has to agree on you gotta be adults, right? Nobody's cheating. You do what you want, I do what I want, we do what we do together. Shout out to you. Do you not agree with my lifestyle? Not saying you would do it, but do you not agree with my lifestyle, brother?
I believe if that's what makes you happy, then you should follow what
Do
makes
you
happy.
agree with my lifestyle?
Hell yeah.
Alright. Shout out to the poly life. Hashtag poly life.
Right.
Jeez. You know, they say it's you're gonna get married. It's just a family structure, sister wives, family structure. It's how I choose to live my life.
You gonna have sister wives?
Think about it like this. You got 2 joints. You're all making bread.
It's 3 incomes. You was
Exactly. 3 incomes.
There's a nigga, the nigga who did my boiler in the house. He had 2 wives, so he was like, "You make it work."
I wouldn't advise neither one of y'all because y'all wives are my sisters. I don't advise y'all to try to bring this subject up because hot oil is still
I don't
hot.
subscribe to that.
You don't subscribe to that, so you better than me.
Oh, you
Nah.
know. What was the question?
It's not. I don't think I'm better than just because this is my personal view.
Do you agree with
I don't
my
think it's
lifestyle?
better or less. That's just what I personally subscribe to. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? To
Monogamy
judge somebody
is
else's
fake.
lifestyle, especially when I ain't living, how can I?
Alright, you never lived it.
Yeah.
You never lived it? Never had multiple bitches at once?
Nah. That knew about each other?
Yeah. That's how I'm living. No lies. I live in no lies. No lies.
I know,
should
you
be-
hold up,
that
you
should
mean
be
you're
the
dating
least
them and
amount of
they know
stress.
they're in the same
Yeah,
compound?
we understand
Because
everything.
polygamous is like they all in the same crib. You,
They could be. That's
No, they could
a
be-
full thing, but yeah.
Nah, they don't have to all be in the same house.
They
They
just
just
have
all
to know
know
that.
about
they
each
know
other.
of each other.
Yeah, everybody knows what's going on.
I mean, when you're casually dating, that's essentially what you're doing.
Honest.
You're courting.
Nah,
You're
It's just a
courting.
little
You're
more.
courting and you're dating, but it's more casual. This is more deliberate. It's
Yeah,
yo,
nah,
shorty,
I
I'm
want
dating
y'all
you.
debating my
You might
life
be
now.
like, nah, I'm speaking about it in general. Anybody speaking about it, I don't even know what the fuck going on in your life. I don't know what's going on with this.
Wow.
Yeah. Alright, next subject.
Bang life general.
Oh, I thought we were talking about bang life stories. Tales from the bang. So the bang life is, because I'm referencing it a lot, the bang life is just doing everything in life with a bang. So a lot of people just think it's about having
Bang!
girls or something.
Bang.
But
Bang.
I'm as the creator, that's what the bang life is. So if you go to school every day, you get straight A's, you live in the bang life. You running up the bags, it's coming. It's coming. Vintage all on the way. Only the fifth part I said that for the side.
Well, you said you're the Bang Life General
The
Commander.
bang life general.
I'm just the ambassador.
Just, you know
I'm
what
just
I
the
mean?
ambassador.
Yeah.
Like when niggas go to the embassy in another country, I'm just an ambassador.
Yeah,
Like you
Hold
Bang
on,
Life? Oh
flag.
yeah, I know you, nigga. You
Hold on, flag.
right.
What was the opposite of bang life? Because
Boom life.
the team boom, boom life. So we had the
Boom
bang life,
life?
and these girls had came up. They was like, "Oh yeah, I live in the bang life." We team boom. Then it's the boom life. It's very strange, bunch of ratchets. I want to do a moment of silence for Slim 400 and Virgil. Me, shots
Dolph.
Young Dolph.
Dolph.
Who else we lost? We lost somebody else too.
Who that called?
Did we do Michael K. Williams?
Moment of silence.
There's Jamie.
All right, rest in peace to those brothers. Tragically, all taken from us. Virgil was that dude, man. He was a visionary, my favorite shit. All whizzies. All whizzies. Niggas acting like they don't fucking do all whizzies or the Iraqs. Or that nigga designed the first Yeezys, had a Louis Vuitton, man. No, that nigga did it big. Shit was fire. Sold off-white. Top five, I can't remember, he got like a French name. My man that make Pie Moss. My man that make this shit, gallery department, he's no fly. I can't remember nobody's name, no disrespect.
I'm just seeing that. Like I might have seen it maybe the last couple months. You don't know the dude that did it?
Yeah, I know the George, I can't think of his name currently.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jerry Lorenzo, my man at Fair God Essential. He done had
Yeah, he's one of
Adidas
them.
now. What's my other man name? He's the head of Versace for a little minute. There's a lot of dudes, man. A lot of them came up on the Yay too. My man Rich God out of Atlanta, he be putting that shit on. He make a lot of fab shit. Paper J. You know I design Phil, so you know what I mean, I'm more of a fabric nigga. But yeah, they're my top designers. Virgil, of course, Virgil, first and foremost. I like Ye do a little awkward shit sometimes with the clothing. Sneakers is fire though.
I can't think of their names.
Either.
Dapper Dan for me.
Oh, how forget
Definitely
that?
Virgil.
Yeah.
What's homie name? Dude, Creator Fubu, Power Broke.
Who?
David.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
few dudes that do it.
Him,
Mhm.
definitely inspiration. Fab.
I didn't design this
Then
shit.
you had the young
You throw
Rich.
that shit on.
He had the young Rich one for a while. He let it go, but I remember rapping that shit and seeing the range. It was different. Just how niggas put it on more or less than actually being designers. Just
So
creating a
are
new
you
style.
aware of
Dipset.
are you aware so Puff sold 80% of Sean John to a
Who
I'm trying to
company
get that back.
yeah, because they're going bankrupt to a company that own mad brands. He sold Sean John and Nietzsche, and he's trying to get it back and revamp it, and he's suing them, countersuing them for $30 million because they was using his image, and he's like, yo, that's not part of me. I still own the 20%. I don't have to promote it as part of the deal. Yeah, I use my image and then ask and try to make it look like I co-sign the new designs when I don't. So he said he's trying to buy that back, so that's real dope. It was a lick though. He caught a nice lick, I heard. Undisclosed number might have been about 50 M's or some shit like that. He still kept 20%, so I hope he get it back though. Sean John used to be my shit, mad expensive at Macy's.
The
I had to
Velours
get
is
my
something
woo!
different.
I'm a velour
Velours is
cat.
something
That
different.
vintage over is coming, man. I'm a
Bring that
velour
back.
cat for sure.
The laws was hitting.
What? The Fat Farmer DJ and Sean John vlog? Sean John shit was the hardest because it just had the script. I love the laws, man.
Shit, man.
Word. How you get your inspiration from design?
I like watching under like people coming up.
You see my man that make bags out of everything? And
Yeah.
pillows? It's fucking fire.
That's why I like people
I
who
got a
sew.
shorty that
I'm
do
trying to learn
shit.
how
Wow,
to sew.
she making shit out of socks,
Yeah.
basketballs,
Word.
weird shit.
I
Yeah,
seen
she
a nigga
wild.
make-
I'm gonna show you.
Take a jersey and create shorts.
She making
Yeah.
anything.
Out
So
of
you
the
saw the
jersey.
Kobe one?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit was fire.
Yeah. I was trying to buy him. He don't
See, that's the shit I like that. Shit like that.
I was gonna ask y'all what's your favorite clothing line, but obviously
What was it
that
made out
was
of?
sick. Oh shit, but besides your own shit,
My own shit?
if you could set your fashion line up like somebody
different designs.
somebody that already had a company, who would you design it after, like one of those powerful Rockaway or whatever?
Shit.
Question for you next.
I don't know. I'm trying to find the
Fifth,
the
nigga
same-
sleep
the
on
same
fifth.
me.
Drew Unit was doing 800 million,
I'll say-
80 million this year.
My whole goal is I want to be the next Polo.
Ralph, no life.
Calm fly, you know what I'm saying? And you know, have that upper echelon going to Ralph Lauren on top of the Polo, so you know the difference,
Polo.
you know what I'm saying? So I say Polo.
That's fine. I like Supreme too, but since they sold kind of weak.
Polo classic, it lasted generations and it continues to elevate you. I say Polo.
And they ain't even switched
That's
design.
my
Nigga been
favorite
dropping
too.
polos, pinstripe polos 30, 50 years now, man. Shout out to Ralph. That wasn't even his name. I forget what his
Ralph
name
Lipschitz.
was. Lipschitz.
Because it's Jewish.
From the Brizon.
Switched it to Lord.
New York, man.
I learned that and
Tommy
do it now.
too.
Uncle
Who?
Rush.
Tommy.
Tommy dope.
Tommy Hilfiger, yeah.
Classic.
Carlton non-classic.
You do a lot of designs. Besides
I was watching the documentary on fashion, and was touching on Dr. Dan as well as Carl Canot, and it was literally showing like the family tree of how different designers stem from Carl Canot and everybody that he influenced.
That was big, man.
And, like people don't realize
Big,
how big
allowed.
Clark's colors and all that, like,
Yeah.
and it got down to like Parasuco. I was like, yo,
He was
how
doing money.
like people that dealt with him eventually landed on staffs at like Yeezy and shit. Like it was crazy. Like
Get ready and be excited, cause it's time to get indicted. Great minds.
let's get into it, man.
On ECM.
Get indicted. It's the Get Indicted episode.
So what would it?
Indicted.
Alright, so even you know having multiple joints, being God, you know,
Respectfully,
being focused
right
now.
I have them respectfully.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna
very respectful.
What would it? What would be the defining thing to make you be like, you know what? This is the one. I don't even need multiple joints.
So
What would be that defining factor, or what make you be like, I'm ready?
I'm ready right now. I'm 30.
What will make you feel like that though?
26.
What's the characteristics and traits that will make you feel like that?
Oh, I think we touched on this, but I'll touch this.
He said, I'm 26.
So
I'm fucking dead.
I need her to be understanding, compassionate, empathetic.
This nigga on with the safe shit, nigga. What do you need from your wife right now to take you off the market?
He wants
She got
his
six
necklace.
bags. Remember that? You remember that?
See, he talking all like cute shit, like,
No,
no,
it's got
you
to.
need compassionate.
Nah, I need a
nigga.
freak.
They all should be that. They should
I
come
need
with
a
that out the factory. Everybody should be
lady
compassionate.
in the-
understanding.
lady in
Nah,
the
but
streets and
it's about
everybody
the name, but
streets.
saying of characteristics that are not commonly in every female.
Alright. So she
You
gotta
may-
have gauges in her ear. She gotta have curly hair, nice
She
smile,
gotta have
laugh.
gauges?
Your fallback. I like gothic chicks.
I'm just asking.
She gotta have style. She gotta be smart. Fuck. I hate dumb chicks. Like, just
Respectful.
respectful, but got like a stank attitude. Like,
I
Don't
mean,
say-
like when you go out to waiters. And
yeah, for sure. You gotta know how you carry yourself. You come around Mama Burgers, you
Yeah.
red smack that back there. Fucking, yeah. It's the normal shit. You know what I mean? could cook, hopefully.
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 Marcy Bingo.
A lot of joints don't cook. I don't cook either, so I don't cook shit like that. I could cook.
I need her to be at peace with herself, so when
Oh,
we come together, it's peace, dog. They going your bullshit.
Right. Peace.
Peace.
Niggas said me with some cute shit. You know, let's say peace.
What else?
That's it. That's all I need. I don't
Plus
need much.
peace. 90
Dog,
years
I bring
old.
everything else to the table.
90 years old.
But she
Teeth
gotta bring
missing,
some-
but she
she-
peaceful, and you fucking with her.
Yeah,
What,
nigga.
what the final factors do you need from her to feel like I have an equal at this table the way we can sit and start to eat?
No, what do you need? God damn it, that's what we need.
I know what I need. That's why I
Got
put a
what he
ring on
needed.
it.
Woo!
Talk,
He
so
said he
talk
got
shit.
what he needed.
What did you know when you needed to put the ring on it? How did you know you had what you had? Talk to these motherfuckers so they don't miss.
I knew when you could have real conversations. I feel like every relationship up until my current one, it was a lot of representative talk. And when it got real, representative talk. Like they put
6
their
months,
best foot
they
forward.
best foot forward,
But when,
and
but
they
when it
representative.
came to pressure, that's when you see who they really are. That's not who they presented themselves as.
Initially.
And then there's a disappointment. And then you try to build with that, now meeting a new person, but that's not who you initially got excited to
real
build
hard.
with. So it's not the same. You feel me? So if you're able to have those real talks, those hard talks, to be able to curse each other out and then still say I love you after, that's what's important to me. To be able to voice
not
yourself and feel like you don't gotta censor yourself or dim your light in order to make somebody feel comfortable. You
Or
are
happy
who
in
you
a
are.
relationship.
They are who they are. Y'all could agree to disagree, or y'all could agree and move forward. Y'all gotta be on the same page. Word, accountability. Sometimes it's
I was
okay to
definitely
say,
put that in
this is how I
accountability.
feel, and fuck what you talking about right now, because I stand on this.
Nigga stuck on that fuck.
But when you in love, you be like, you know what? I love you for that. You stand on your shit, even though I don't agree with you. That's who you are, and you're not just gonna say some shit to make me happy, but you're not really happy, because it's gonna come out. When you harbor shit, it's gonna come out. So I'd rather you say, fuck what you talking about right now. I don't
I'm
agree.
not. Yeah.
So I know where you stand. I can treat you accordingly.
So you would say always be your
Authentic, yes.
Okay.
I fuck with it.
Okay.
So young niggas, listen up. Make sure you don't miss out on the right one.
You might have missed already.
Now that these new
Would
bitches
you
in the
double
generation
back?
ain't shit. So I'm telling you, young niggas.
Would you co-sign a
We
young...
talk to these young
Oh, all right,
whippersnappers.
go ahead.
Young whippersnapper.
Let me talk to these young whippersnappers.
Young Thundercats.
See, the problem with you young Thundercats,
Yeah, sometimes you got what you need, but you go after what you want.
I mean, I don't think that's just men, though.
What if I
don't think
need
that's
what
just
I
men
want?
either.
that's
That happen with
universal.
women too.
That's universal. You go after the glitz and the glamour and it look nice, but it ain't stand the test
But
of
it's
time.
rhodium.
When you put that shit under pressure and it cracks, is what you gonna see what it really is.
He said rhodium better than platinum.
Fact.
You either got the
Still-
gate or you
Platinum
got
still
the...
platinum, nigga.
Yeah, that's nice. Shout out to the gate. I love the gate. You either got VVS's or you got rhinestones.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, it can.
It shine the same shit. Salt and sugar look the same in the light. You know what I'm saying? So
Brother Bean.
you got to figure out what you want. You want the sweet thing, or you want the thing that's gonna give you high blood pressure and kill you? It's up to you.
I mean,
But we're gonna stop talking like what I tell you a long time ago. You're evolved and I'm still involved, but you can't look at me and be like,
Nah,
oh, because
don't.
I'm still
Don't say
involved and you done involved on me.
I never.
Nah,
don't
you
judge.
did. Let's
like
talk
you ain't-
about it.
we're not
Let's
judging.
talk
Let's
about
not
it.
judge. I
You
never
judged
judged.
about it. You told
I
me it was
literally
over.
said,
Go
nigga,
get a
I came
wife.
from this.
I won't say who you told me to go get, but you told me.
nah, fuck that.
go
Get
it.
indicted. Say
Go-
who the nigga's
go
supposed to go
get it.
get, goddamn.
And I said, whoa, don't
Give
judge
me an
me
initial.
because you're evolved and I'm involved still.
It's not
I remember him
necessarily.
saying that.
Sometimes you gotta realize that your friends is not really judging you as much as they see who you really are. I know you personally, so I can see I can see the husband in you. I see you as a father figure. I see I personally seen the relationships, the characteristics that you betrayed and how you stuck into the plate in certain instances, and I'm like, yo, nah. you would be a phenomenal father. I can see that you're ready to be committed. So when I say nigga stop fucking with these bitches, because I see the potential for you to find happiness in one. But I see you fucking with some bitches that you should just be fucking. But we talking about these bitches when they should just be fucked. Ain't no reason to talk about it. Just fuck them.
I thought this.
Show me the picture, she bad, she got a fat ass, and fuck them. But why are we talking about it?
Damn, he said y'all don't even deserve the conversation.
A lot of people don't.
Disrespectful.
They talking about them.
Should
Like
you
that,
fuck
though.
should you fuck somebody who doesn't deserve that conversation?
If it's casual, listen, you gotta have fun. We're not gonna sit here in front like everybody's gonna be on the straight and narrow.
Nah,
you're gonna live your
nah.
life. You're gonna see something that you're physically attracted to, and you know it's just gonna be lust sometimes. It's what it is. But it comes to a point where lust is not going to satisfy
I don't need to be in a relationship
that deeper hunger. You don't have to be.
for
That brother
companionship.
I'm starving for knowledge.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Knowledge.
I don't need to be in a relationship to have companionship.
King Solomon had 10 wives.
Of a man is a two-bit hustler. It's a two-bit hustler.
Nah,
Nah, that's a
now.
Malcolm X
God
movie
damn,
reference. But listen, on some real shit, yeah, I could find companionship. Some girls cook or some girls rub backs better. Why I can't put them together and live my best life?
That's valid. That's a valid point. Sometimes you got certain women that
Take
have
my
certain
money,
Oh,
my house and my car.
You
For
talking
what
about
hit
multiple women,
up?
you ain't gonna have nothing.
You can have it
You live in
all,
polygamy, you got
baby.
multiple women, and you telling all of them that you ain't gonna
Yeah,
have nothing when they
what we
take it.
share, it's a sister wives and a hubby. It's a main wife and
So
everybody
they
else.
sync up and all got the same attitude on the same
Right.
week.
Somebody gonna want to fuck. Somebody gonna cook.
We running red lights?
Nah,
We running red lights?
nigga might
Come on,
not
let's
never.
get the hotline. Y'all
Nigga
running.
might not never. All my sheets is
Yeah.
white and my
Yeah.
drawers. We got clean shit out here.
So
We
what
running
you're
over.
saying is,
I don't need blood stains on my sheets.
in your long legged life,
My
you never
polo.
ran a red light? You never ran a red light?
If you can get muddy, you can get bloody.
Exactly. You're what is wrong with that nigga retarded.
Pit?
Niggas is different.
That's a negative?
Huh?
That,
Y'all
that's the
niggas
question.
is
What's
get,
the
y'all,
question?
y'all getting money too. Y'all niggas. Come on, finish though.
Did y'all
Your
know?
own shit. We gonna
Did
get
y'all
sued.
know if she had a period? Did y'all fuck in the shower or don't bleed?
Yeah, that's
So I'm never gonna say I didn't run the red light because I don't fuck the period out of plenty of bitches. Hit them with that last shit and they be like, damn, you brought my period on. It was a little late.
Not in
I done
attitude.
did that. I does that,
You
nigga.
fucking slow stroke.
Slow
king.
stroke king, you know me, I can wrestle. So I ain't gonna go now, yo. They be
Is that
falling
move?
off too quick. Yeah. Yeah. What was the move?
Yeah.
How you
back.
go?
Obviously,
Yeah, you go out.
Fucking seesaw.
Yeah, you gotta spin it around and hit that tag.
Yeah.
Might
Oh,
break
don't try that
you
at
might
home,
break
nigga.
your dick if you don't know what you're doing, but if you know what you're doing, you in heaven.
Don't hit her with the octopus. No,
You in heaven, man. Nothing but 4 legs in the octagon, you heard? That's it. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yo.
That nigga's getting
so
stormed.
if you could speak, what is one thing that you feel like the opposite sex need to know in order for them to elevate and find the man that they're looking for? And you can just be candid. They're not going to judge you in response to what you're saying, but just let them know, stop doing this, in my opinion, and you might have a better chance of
Something for
achieving your
them to
goals.
stop doing.
Stop fucking
Or start
checking.
doing.
Stop fucking checking social media for validation.
I was just about to finish your sentence.
Hold up. Because you woke up feeling,
He cooking.
you
He's
woke up
cooking.
feeling a ways. So you went to social media. Now you watching fake relationship, fake fucking designer bags. Everybody's up. Nobody's fucked up. Nobody's stressed out.
Nobody's ever fucked
Stop
up this year.
looking. Stop looking to social media to motivate yourself. Because you're gonna fuck around and get caught up in the rapture. Caught up in the rapture. Quote that. This is legend. When they say this, one thing I said was legend. This is legend. Because it gives you a false sense of reality. When it gives you a false sense of reality, now you're moving on different tenets that ain't real. This shit'll fuck you up, man. It'll fuck your relationship. And that goes for guys and girls. I think social media is the worst thing that ever happened to relationships. Can I talk about it? Relationships are being ruined constantly every day by checking social media. Girls are comparing themselves to models who've been dolled up, fucking lip injections, and not no shots.
Whole surgery.
So I done paid for some lip injections, but they got whole bodies done. You can't compare yourself that you if your grandma ain't got no ass, your mom ain't got no ass, you ain't got no ass. It's alright. Niggas like that too.
Not only that, they got
Big titties,
sisters,
they
they
got
got everybody to help them.
Oh,
They
we
got all
got
that.
the light is right. They taking
Everything.
So you can't judge yourself on that, man, and you shouldn't compare yourself to that, to nobody.
Speaking on enhancements, you know they got enhancements for niggas now.
Yeah, I seen the abs. It's coming.
No.
If my 4-pack don't grow.
Niggas said 15 bands, you put one band down. These niggas will give you an extra 3 inches.
Nah, yeah, they got
Yeah,
that.
they
You know what I
doing
mean?
it?
So I used to work in the medical field. I gotta preference this. And when you got prostate issues, they give you a penile. It's a penile in your penis, basically. So your shit is rocked up all day, and it's giving you full girth, and it's giving you more girth, but the full length and probably a couple inches on it.
Because of the prostate?
To
Because
help
prostate
you pee.
affects it?
Yeah, to help you pee. So, this is gonna sound crazy. So a nurse comes up to me. She happens to be Caucasian. She's like, yo, I heard the stuff about black guys, but I didn't think it was real. Pause this. You gotta come see this. I'm like, come see what? She was like, yo, this guy got the biggest dick I ever seen. I was like, yo, I'm not coming to your room. You wilding the fuck out. Now, I'm getting
bugging
paid.
the fuck out.
So she was like, well, if I ask you to come in the room and help me, you gotta come, right? I need your help. I'm like, I'm
Yo,
not
she
coming
is
in the
horrible.
room. Pause all of this. So I go in the room. I go in the room. I don't help her with the joint, but I see how. Then this nigga's like 77. His wife is sitting over there knitting. And this nigga's dying. This nigga got like 9 hours left on earth. She's over there knitting and smiling, and she's the happiest woman I've ever seen in my life. This is the true story, swear to God. And I'm thinking to myself, is she smiling because she's about to get that life insurance? She's smiling because this nigga penile, his fake penis, is hitting that shit at 78, 77. She's very happy, so I had to assume it was the penis.
I had to assume it was.
That's it. That's it.
This nigga's a nut.
Like 10 nurses
Yo,
came in and was
you
like,
can end it right
that
there.
shit is the biggest shit I ever seen. Pause. Made me feel. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't seen my shit. Hold up.
Asshole.
Biggest shit you ever seen. I don't mean it's the biggest. I'm the boss, bitch. I'm the biggest. Alright, next subject, man. Pause. Pause.
Yo.
But don't leak that for clickbait.
That was actually great. That was actually a great clip.
They're gonna clickbait. Do you think the way you handle your first few real relationships, the karma comes into your final relationship? Do you think where you are at currently, some of the karma and shit you go through in your current relationship is based on a past relationship? That way.
I personally agree and think that you can't escape karma, right? So if you're out there doing foul, fucked up shit, understand it might not be right now. It might not be your next relationship. It might be your most important relationship. And you'll come through and have the most challenging time of your life because you didn't correct or take corrective measures at certain points in your life, or you didn't take heed to certain shit and you kept making certain mistakes over and over again. So be mindful of how you move it, because karma is a real thing.
Not only that, how you get them is how you lose them.
Woo!
Talk that shit.
That might be the
man.
third time you said that, man.
But he's lying,
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Like, if you out here cheating with somebody else with another joint,
Curly.
and
Shirley
then
Curly.
you go with that joint, she gonna cheat on you the same way you did.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
So
How
it's
you
possible.
get them is how you lose them.
You got something to speak on about that?
Nigga hit the shisha right before he about to drop some epic shit right now. This shit look like an album
I
cover.
ain't gonna find. I ain't gonna remember the question.
You fucking with that CBD shit.
What was the question?
Fucking, do you think that past relationship karma shows up in your current relationship?
I do. I think it shows up, but I think it, depending on how you go as a person, it shows up in different ways.
So you're saying it manifests.
So it manifests in different forms. So let's say if you always been a player type nigga, right? You always was fucking bitches, and then you finally deal with a shorty who you want to be committed to. You might be more self-conscious when y'all argue, thinking that she's going to do what you seen every other female that you fuck with do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was fucking bitches who was crying on your shoulders about the nigga who they actually fuck with, when you finally have a shorty, you like, damn, if I'm fucking up, is she crying on another nigga's shoulder?
Yep.
It might make you go the extra. It might make you go the extra mile to be like, you know what? I realized what I was doing was fucked up. I heard what they was complaining about. Should I take these steps so that I don't become
And
nigga
she's still crying on another nigga's shoulder. Cause God gave you free will. Can't control it. You don't own the box. You don't own the mind. She gonna do what she wanna do.
My past relationships definitely made me more aware that, you know, anything is possible. So you have to live, you know, with an open heart. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge because you could put shit in the situation just by over your thoughts or some shit. Just picturing some shit trying to predict what happened, and that's not what it is. Just because it looked like it. So, but it makes you highly aware, hypersensitive. So it made me a better man at the end of the day. My past relationships, bad, worse, indifferent, good. To where when I finally met the person, I'm like, alright, I know how to deal with certain shit.
That makes sense. It's a lot of like,
Well
a lot of.
put.
That was a good one.
Fuck
I
these
think we're ready to
bitches.
get out. Oh man, I think we're ready to get out of here and get into
Get money.
episode what?
It's episode 111
6.
brought to you by Elite Visionary, Rags to Riches, J&D Security, and 21st of September. May you have a happy holidays and a great
Happy
new
holidays,
year.
y'all.
See you after the new year, people.
Fuck these bitches,
Peace.
marry the queen.
Don't be good, be great.
And